You are welcome to this episode in a series, Digestive System of Farm Animals. During the last episode, we looked at the digestive system of poultry birds. And today, we'll be looking at the digestive tract of the pig. Pig has a digestive system and so are classified as monogastric because they have one stomach, unlike cattle, sheep, and goat that has a 4-compartment stomach. The digestive tract of the pig has 5 main parts: the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small and large intestine. We'll start by looking at the mouth. The mouth serves for the consumption of feed, and there you have mechanical breakdown of the feed by the teeth. This action is to increase the surface area for chemical digestion. The first action is to enable chemical digestion as the feed is mixed with saliva. The saliva is secreted from 3 main salivary glands, which are parotid, mandibular, and sublingual glands. The saliva is secreted at the presence of feed, and the amount of saliva secreted depends on the dryness or moistness of the feed. The saliva has an enzyme, amylase, which starts the digestion of starch or carbohydrate. The feed, which is now the bolus, since it has been mixed with saliva, passes through the esophagus by peristalsis movement into the stomach. At the end of the esophagus is the cardiac valve, which prevents the feed from passing from the stomach back into the esophagus. The movement through the esophagus is a contraction and relaxation of muscles. As I said, it's called peristalsis movement. At the end of the esophagus is the cardiac or esophageal sphincter, which is a valve. The feed now moves into the stomach, and the stomach is a muscular organ which is responsible for storage and initiating the breakdown of nutrients and passing the digester into the small intestine. In the stomach secretes gastric juice, which is mainly hydrochloric acid. The stomach has 4 distinct areas or regions, which are the cardiac, the fundic, the body, and the pyloric region. The esophageal region, also known as the cardiac region, is the first region, and in this region, there is no secretion of digestive enzymes, and in this region, the animal is prone to ulcer. In the fundic region, there is secretion of gastric juice at a pH of between 1.5 to 2.5. The gastric juice reduces the pH and kills the bacteria that may be in the feed that was ingested. And other secretion in this region are digestive enzymes, especially pepsinogen, which at the presence of hydrochloric acid forms pepsin, which is involved in the breaking down of protein. Also, this chemical helps the breakdown of food particles of carbohydrate and fat as well. The last region is the pyloric region, which is responsible for secreting mucus to line the digestive membrane to prevent the damage from the low pH digester as it passes through the small intestine. The pyloric sphincter regulates the chyme that passes into the small intestine. This is an important function, not to overload the small intestine with chyme, so proper and efficient digestion and absorption of nutrients occur. In addition, once the chymes leave the stomach, the material is quite fluid in consistency. We move to the small intestine. The small intestine is the longest region along the gastrointestinal tract. Here you have the enzymatic digestion and absorption, and the small intestine functions in the digestion of protein, carbohydrate, and fat, and absorption of end product of digestion. This region can be subdivided into 3 sections, which are the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. Most of the digestion occurs in the duodenum because the pancreatic juice and the bile are added at the hepatopancreatic ampulla. The small intestine has what we call villi, and the small intestine has along it a fold of intestinal lining, which is like a brush border ends that absorbs digestive materials. In the villi, you have the epithelium and the blood vessels which carries digestive materials into the hepatic portal vein. The large intestine. The last major part of the digestive tract is the large intestine. It is short but larger in diameter than the small intestine. Its main function is the absorption of water. The large intestine is a reservoir for waste material that make up the feces. Along the line is the cecum, which is at the beginning of the large intestine. Most animals, the cecum has little function in monogastric animals, unlike the pseudoruminants like horse and rabbit, which eat fibrous materials. The cecum has two sections. The first section has a blind head where materials cannot pass through. The cecum has a second portion where it connects to the colon, where digester is passed to the rectum, and anus where remaining digester is excreted. You have to note the diagram of the digestive system of pigs. I want to thank you for listening. We'll continue in the next episode. Thank you.